And welcome to ANB Bronze 9 Part 5, I think. I've upgraded most of the epic gear to legendary. I've decided let's not bother making push gear this time around, so this gear is pretty much what's going to be used for whatever push I do. It'll be good for Troll 130 at least, which is all that matters. I'm not going to bother changing the helm from what we crafted as the epic piece, haste, ability, rate, experience. That's got power socketed as a brilliant ruby. I like frost damage. Quite a lot of other people will go with Slayer for extra damage on elites. I've changed the jewellery. I'm using the ephemeral jewellery now. Same stats that I had on the terrible things that I crafted earlier. Haste, ability, rate, vitality, experience. This one's got a power. I'll add a power enchantment later. Shoulders, haste, ability, rate, power, experience. Got an armour socketed in there at the moment. That will get some power enchanted onto it at some stage. Chest, haste, ability, rate, vitality, experience, got power. I will put some vitality on that at a later date. Haste, ability, rate, vitality, experience, socketed with a ruby. This will have a power enchant later on. I've finally upgraded the fire lily, not that we need the extra 100% damage that got added on. Haste, frost damage, vitality, experience. The only reason that I'm putting some of these defensive stats in is for push later. I find 300 to 400,000 toughness is perfectly adequate for Troll 105. Talisman of power, haste, ability, rate, frost damage, experience with another ruby socketed. Gloves, haste, ability, rate, vitality, experience. Undecided on what to enchant that with yet. Either armour or dodge rating. Neither are going to do a lot. Bracer of mastery, this is just going to stay as is. So haste, experience, frost damage. The frostfire sash, haste, ability, rate, frost damage, experience. Pants, haste, movement, speed, experience. Potentially I'm going to replace these with legendary. If I do, I'm just going to add vitality to them. I need to add a +5 movement speed maybe eventually. Boots, haste, ability, rate, movement speed, experience. Again, that might get a +5 movement speed. Rings, haste, ability, rate, life on hit, experience. I've enchanted with power. That life on hit is purely for push later. Haste, ability, rate, life on hit, experience. Again, power. Glacis Tempestus, haste, ability, rate, vitality, experience. They'll have obfuscation eventually. And the key thing, the igneous, which I have celestialized, ability, rate, experience, haste, life on hit, vitality. And Slayer goes on there because that really helps in farming Troll 105. Overall stats, power just goes up and up and up. I'm not even bothering assigning champion levels at the moment because they're utterly meaningless at 105 now. Haste rating 5.8 hits per second. These don't count because we're on a fire lily. Frost damage 79.3. That's just dropped below 80% because the legendary that I crafted had slightly less frost damage. But I'll take 500% damage increase over 400% damage increase from the epic to legendary. Vitality, loads of it for farming. Armour, this will get increased by gemstones being socketed later, but it's more than adequate. Life on hit is way too high, we don't care about that. Ability rate, Most people are going to say I've got 700 too much, probably, but I quite like it around there. I've seen people using 1500, even below 1500, and it works absolutely fine. Honestly, I don't like the procs for alacrity at less than sort of 1850, 1900 ability rate. Movement speed, I could improve that with coffee and some enchants, and our experience is 3724%. On the skills front, I have Frostbolt and Power Infusion, which I've both set off this evening to upgrade to level 10, so I hope to get those to level 10 today. Then I'm using Arc Lightning, already at 10, Immolate, Frost Nova, Frost Beam, which is already at 10, Endurance, Glass Cannon, and Power Infusion. And on the companions, I had been running with Marcus earlier. I've dropped Robin in for now, just for some additional attack speed and a few more stacks on Frostbeam. I'm not... I've Stew of the Day, that was something I popped much earlier. Completely unnecessary now. I'm not looking for speed. We've got all the time in the world to farm. Ideally you want to pull smaller groups, beam them down, move on to the next slot. You end up with all these slow moving things. I'm looking at this and getting a large pull in now. Oh, let's go with that lot. That looks like fun. So that fills up quite quickly. I probably don't have enough mobs at the moment, so let's go and get the rest. It's nice to have a map that's got a lot of elites on it, because they have a chance of dropping 3-hour books of learning, or 1 hour, or even 10-minute. But they do improve your chances, and they give you faster runs as well. So this one is already very slow. Slayer's procced, Talisman of Power's procced, so Kara doesn't stand a chance. So that was a very slow run, 131. Let's just have a look. Is this going to load? Yeah, so that was an earlier run at champion level 1476 at 102. I'm at 1574 at the moment. Got a 3-hour book from that one. Getting a good mix. I had no 1 or 3-hour books when I started earlier, so that's 23 runs of Trial 105 has given me 15 1-hour books and 14 3-hour books, so I'm confident that I'll get Frostbolt and Power Infusion up to level 10 over the course of these 54 minutes. I think what I'll do is pause the video and we'll see where I'm at the end of these, because it's purely Troll 105 farming for quite a few hours. But as far as today's play goes, I think I'm just going to try and burn down as much of this as possible. Still got just under 8 hours left on the event clock, so loads of time to farm without having to try and rush through as quickly as possible. So I shall see you again in a little while. Welcome back. I didn't get through the full time on those boosters. 24 hours have passed since that first clip was recorded. Up to champion level 1801, just running TL105. The skills Frostbolt and Power Infusion are both at 10. I've used some of the books that are dropped, particularly the 1 hour and the 10-minute books, to get every skill that was below 6 up to 6. I'll push those higher later. I accidentally started upgrading Endurance and Glass Cannon to level 9 because I thought they were going to be an 18-hour update, not a 36-hour one, because I got my sums wrong. So those are definitely going to reach that. I've got loads of books sitting here still, 20 hours worth, so things will move along. What I'm planning, I've got 14.5 minutes left on the boosters from earlier. I will do another 1 hour with 200% EXP boosters. I'm going to use 100% currency boosters for gemstones after that, simply because as I'm not going to be doing a push or crafting more push gear, I'm pretty much there with sockets and gemstones anyway. So this should be dropping, once I'm on 100% booster, it'll be similar to what you'd see in ANB gold, but with a 200% booster, so they have slightly different drop rates. I'm just running this 105 to see how badly the PC is going to behave. I can hear the hard drive whirring away, so it's got a update downloading, and I'm acutely aware that I think it is Microsoft patch time of the month, so we get to see another TL105 run, which again isn't going to be fast. Whenever I record, it's always a slow run. This could be a very slow run. We've already Slayers up. Sakara hasn't got a chance, and that's that. 136, yeah. Definitely a warm-up run, that one. So let's see, what did we get? A 1 hour book that time. Couple of set legendaries and an epic normal. What do we get at the moment? 6. I think I was averaging, well, the average was down to 6.6 per 10 runs last time out, so that will keep falling because it's our required EXP per level goes up every time. But target champion level 2000. I haven't turned in that quest to Alarion, and the stuff's still sat in there, purely because we're going to have so much time left over. I'm probably going to do another gold farm run, see if we can come away with 30 million gold. That might be a bit beyond me or my sanity, but champion level 2000, troll level 130, and at least 20 million gold. That will do as targets for this ANB. So see you again at the end of these boosters and the ones that are sat in a stash. So catch up again very soon. Welcome back. So, end of day 5. I'm nearly halfway through. Where are we? Champion level 1962. I have gone through and added enchants to all the gear since we're using this to push as well. Dodge rating, which as far as I'm concerned does absolutely nothing apart from give you a false toughness picture. Movement speed, obfuscation down here. We'd seen earlier Slayer on this. Skills, Immolate and Frost Nova on their way to 10. I'm going to aim for 150 synergy, which will be nice and easy. Once these are up to 10, it's a case of 6 of these level 7 skills getting to level 8, which is 54 hours worth of books, which is nothing really. I could get this to 10 right now and then even sleep, and by the time I come round tomorrow have 2 of these up to level 8, but we've got so much time to play with still. So the plan for tomorrow, I still want another hour's worth of experience farming, and I'm looking at potentially an hour's worth of gold farming as well, just because I want to run the clock down a bit. I'm getting about just over 260 million EXP per run of Troll 105, so that's quite a nice amount. It's probably on a par or slightly below what I'm going to see on my main account during the next War Supplies event, so I'm undecided whether to try and run the clock down experience farming or save the gems and buy the experience books during the next War Supplies event, which I think will be probably Friday next week, or a week today, since it's Friday when this is being recorded, but if you're watching this in the future you won't know that. I think that's everything for now. I don't know why I'm clicking in here. I've completely lost my train of thought as what I was going to say. Any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to put them down below, and as always I'll answer you there. Thank you very much for watching.